Hello everybody, this is Ash and welcome to another episode of Create Arcane Engineering. First I gotta say, I'm sorry. I said I was going to take a break, but I didn't, or I was going to slow down uploads, but I didn't really expect it to be, like a month? A month-ish, maybe 3 weeks since my last upload. I haven't been completely idle, but I haven't been doing too much in the last 2 to 3 weeks. But you can see some of what I've done. First of all, I added a little crystal here to make this stand up a bit better. In fact, let me actually have a clipboard. But for right now, let's first just jump down a bit. You get a bit of a closer look. And like that. Okay. So you can see here, you might have noticed I did add a fog mod. It's called, I think, Better Fog or something like that. Better Fog. It's not completely like configured how I want it. But I can't access the mod options from here, and I don't like having to reload the world every time to check it, unfortunately. But you can see it kind of just adds a bit more like of a gradual fog, right? You can see things get less saturated the further out you are, and it would be a lot better if I could increase my render distance, but I'm already kind of skirting the edge of what my render distance allows without lagging the game completely. So yeah, that's the fog. Other stuff I've done, I switched out my armor for Archmage stuff, and I added mana regen 3 to all of it, as well as just it's got like protection, and I didn't worry too much about unbreaking unless I got it in the enchanting table, or what's it called, or mending, because this gear automatically regens with my mana. So that's one of the things I did. I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the last episode. Forgive me. It's been a while, so I don't remember all of the stuff I've done. I did a small little fix of this auto smelter or a bulk processor. You can see here we've got the washer, the haunter, the cooker, and the blaster. And what I've done is I've just had, so these barrels are our input, and it'll release 16 at a time on the depot, and it gets washed through there. And then on these brass funnels, you can just see I have attribute filters. This one says can be washed, deny list, so it will only let stuff out if it does not have the can be washed tag. So that works for most stuff. There are a couple things like this filter over here where it's can be smelted, then that's not going to always work. For instance, if I smelted cobblestone, then stone can still be smelted into smooth stone, so that wouldn't be released through this tag. But for like most purposes, it works. So that is that little upgrade there. I showed this magic crystal thing right over here. You can see if I get up here and we just go down a little, you can get a better look at it. It's mostly stained glass and some corundum, as well as some neon lights from Industrial Decor. just some of these. And these are pretty easy to craft. It's just glowstone and glass. So yeah, I did that. Then I want to say, first of all, what we're doing this episode, I added these and stuff as well. What we're doing this episode is we're going to be overhauling the redstone, we're going to be building the train, and we're also going to be setting up our geode automation. And last, I think, episode, or maybe the episode before, we went through some ways on how I could harvest the geode, and I want to say I figured out how to do it best, and I feel like a bit of a fool for not knowing it sooner. So let's go into the creative world and show you what I've got. Okay, so once again, this is my test world, and I was doing a lot of testing with this geode automation and some other stuff, like how we might get power around the house and how I'm gonna increase or improve the setup and the range of the ritual of flight and all that stuff. But this is what we're going to focus on for right now. So this is my fixed geode automation. So I completely forgot that the whole point of this mod pack is create plus Ars Nouveau, and that means Ars Creo is installed, and Ars Creo allows you to use spell turrets on contraptions. So we have a much better way of working with our stuff now. So all we really need to do to automate this geode is have this thing with a bunch of deployers, right? And this is going to bend over here, and it's going to dispense, I think, like 7 to 9 redstone onto this. So if we just go, we can show it, and it does it pretty quickly, and then it will generate a bunch of skystone, and then all we need to do is I have this set to go down and then go back up, and I have these loaded with projectile break pierce 5. So if I were to go, and we have what, about 6 of these here. So if we go do this, you can see it's much more efficient than what I had going on before. So yeah. And that gets all of it. And then I have these nodes that will, with depositors and a warper, that'll be our input, that will fill these up. These are enchanted spell turrets, and enchanted spell turrets with Ars Creo will fire their spell every block that it's moved. So this moves the whole distance, and you know, there'll be like a couple skystone that'll get caught on here, but compared to the whole thing, it's, you know, easy, right? And then we've just got like a little basin here that will collect all of the drops that fall down, and go into our vault, and then we'll just have these loading into our train, like so. We do need to move this down a little bit. You could see when you fire these, the trajectory of the spell isn't completely straight. It bends a little bit. So to compensate for that, this goes, you know, 12 blocks instead of 11, and it also has like this going a bit higher. And another thing to note about this design, we can't have any blocks that aren't obsidian or have the same hardness as obsidian up in these 4 blocks, because whenever the pierce spell hits obsidian, it won't destroy the obsidian, but it will destroy the number of pierce behind the face of obsidian it hits. For that same reason, we can't let this go any faster, because without like significantly increasing the height of this, or the height that this geode is from the basin, because if it hits on the top face of a block, it's going to dig like 6 blocks down, and you can kind of see, not here, but I had a lot of accidents where there are holes all over the bottom here because the angle of the turret's moving. So we're gonna need a bunch of obsidian, unless we have another way to just block the beams that is easier. I don't think we do though. But other than that, this is a pretty simple. These turrets aren't too expensive, it's just a few blaze rods. So we're going to need 22 of those, and then some basic spell turrets. And I have been making up some source gems, so that won't be too hard. And of course these warpers, which is the whole reason we went to the end in the last stream. Right, so for all of this stuff. So I have, I believe, got a blueprint. Let me just, oh, it's a build or schematic. Let me just double check that I have it somewhere. We're not going to be building it. Okay, we don't have it. So I'm just going to have to remember most of the materials here, like, you know, 4 deployers, gantry, 2 of these sequence gear shifts, which I mean isn't too hard. We have some brass machines, enough. This little redstone control here is so we can put a repeater here that will turn this into a loop, and then what we're going to do as well is have a shutoff for when this is full. Yeah, so we're going to need to have a source farm, which shouldn't be too hard, considering we only need, what, like this many source jars. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that will be enough for 1 go up and down. Yeah. So I'm going to gather the stuff for these, get the spells sorted, and then we're going to build this. Probably we might do the train first, and then after that we are going to implement this setup over here, which is my improved version of the redstone automation we had. It's still not very fast, but it's more reliable. So yeah, I'm going to get the stuff for this. Probably going to the end to get a bunch. No, actually no. We can just dupe a bunch of obsidian with the loop, and try and build some of this. Okay, I've written up a bit of a list on stuff we need for the what's it called? Meteor automation. So I think, first of all, and I don't have a proper material list, I just wrote it out from a screenshot, and a few extra things that I think I'll need. Hopefully I don't forget anything, but even if I do, it's only like a 1-minute trip now that we have our leap or our train. So first of all, let's get these, let's see, deployers. We have 3 deployers here. If we go brass sheets, we can grab these, and we can grab one of these andesite alloys. You know what? I'm doing it all wrong. I can just do this, and also grab andesite machine. Yes. Okay, so that is first thing on the list. Check. And I'm just gonna keep going down the list and trying to get everything sorted and then put into, let's say, this backpack. And I'll come back once I think I have everything. Kind of interesting that you can cut brass casings into other redstone components. I don't think we have quite the excess of stuff for this that it's worth that for me just yet, but it is cool to note. But mainly we just want this, and I believe, and the rest of the stuff I think I have. Okay, so we are most of the way done with this list. You can see I've got it all in here. Still waiting on some obsidian, and bashing up some plates for the item vaults. But for all of these Ars Novos stuff, we need to use our enchanting apparatus. So first of all, we're going to need 55 of these for our, what are they called? Spell turrets. Over here, and then do I need more of these for anything? Maybe. I think I need them for the upgrades. No, maybe? Okay. Well, we can make some of the stuff that we need right now. So first things first, let's grab all of those, and then we want our one of these, and we can grab all of that. And I don't think these need any of these, so it's just going to take a little while. There we go. So that's our depositor. I had 2 in my test world to speed it up a bit, but we're not going to need to speed it up since it's going to be based on, since the way I set up the redstone, it's only going to go when you've actually got the thing. So if I look up spell turret, can I just do this in my crafting table? Basic, yeah, okay. So let's go here, craft, and we want spell turrets. We can grab 11 of those. And I must have miscounted how many. Right, I only needed 44, not 55, of course. So these we are going to need to go to the Nether and get a bunch of blaze rods, since I do not actually have the right stuff for that, and I don't know if these timer spell turrets are going to be able to work how I want them on the contraption. So we're gonna need, what, 11 of these. Yeah, we need to fill that up as well. 8, so 7, okay. And we'll worry worry about those later. Then we also need these, so let me set those up. 1 and 2. And this is a pretty fast craft. Only like 1 spin. No, 2 spins. There we go. Okay, so we have our warper, we have our depositor. Now we just need to worry about filling up the source. Now, we have our agronomic source link right here, and that is working to fill these up, and it works fairly fast. But what we can also do is we can add a mycelic source link over here. We're overproducing both of these. I have a void upgrade so it doesn't get stuck. So what we can just do, since these source berries just fall out over there into the basin, I'm guessing the basin will pick it up first, so we can just put maybe our agronomic source link right next to this and have our warper relay right around here. So we can just do this. Oh, we need a bowl. Let's grab some bowls, make our stew, and then make our mycelial source link. There we go. So what we can do here is we can bind this to, I'm guessing we can just put it like right here, right? And that is adding, yeah, and this feels slow enough that I don't need to worry about it cannibalizing our resource. And like, as you can clearly see, I haven't even needed to fix, burn off some of this to fix it. Because we have not, we've got, yeah, 121 buckets. So what we're gonna do for this is probably just have one of these, like, I'm not sure if that is being reached from there. Yeah, you know what, I don't think that's actually close enough for this. So if I go grab that and just put it right here, that's going to get, yeah, from the agronomic as well now. It was too far away before. So what we can do is we can have our warper relay, or one of our warpers, right there, and we want to grab our Dominion one, wherever it is. Do you even have one? I don't think I've made one yet. I'm gonna make one. Seems easy enough. Oop, not like that. And like so. There we go. So we're going to want to have this to that. Yeah. And I'll like move these around if I need to. We can't get this to send to the other area until we have everything over there, over here set up. Yeah, so we're probably going to want to raise the catalyst a little higher, and then also yeah, get started on building up around it. And that's done. So all we need right now is the enchanted turrets, but we don't have the blaze rods for that. So what I think I need to do is, I'm not sure if this flare burst spell that I've got. If I have a look at Flare, does it work on fire mobs? Flare causes a burst of damage and will spread fire and deal damage to other nearby entities. Well, we're gonna try it on blazes. I'm not sure if because ignite, like, they don't get fire damage, but this might still do damage, and if it doesn't, I can always just hit them with the sword, and it's not the end of the world. So I am going to go into the Nether and kill some blazes. Yep. Okay, so we are in this ember biome. So there should be blazes around that I can just hit with like around here. Let's see. Okay, so it does do damage. Good. So we still get the looting effect because our sword is in our main hand. And we can shoot them from all over the place. This is kind of like ice. There we go, that's dead. Where are more blazes? Magma cubes can drop molten cores, so maybe... Oh, no, the hitbox is a little weird, it looks like. No, they just don't take damage. I guess they can't be lit on fire, while blazes can. Let's have a look. If I go leap... What? First of all, what the hell are these? I'm curious. Some kind of geode? Oh, Ichor from Tinker's. That's not what we need to worry about. Yeah. So I just need to float down with my belt of levitation and hopefully see some blazes around. There's one. Where was it? Right, okay, so we can't light them on fire, but if they're already on fire, then we can deal our flame burst damage to them. Like that. Okay. Good to know. Whoops. It's not a big deal since we have our obsidian skull shield. Although it is burning for me an annoying amount of time. 6 plus 4. Yeah, we're gonna need how many? 22. And I'll come back once I've got all of those. Okay, it took a bit longer than I would have wanted, but did find it. Probably would have been faster just to go to a one of the nether fortresses around here, either here or just through my tunnel to the one that's around over here. But we've got them now, plus a little bit of extra. Probably should wait for more extra, but yeah. And yeah, for some reason we get taken to this portal over here now. I'm gonna break this, and then maybe we'll have our portal fixed. I'm not sure what's causing it. Oh, I need to take this out, otherwise I'm accidentally shooting it all the time. So yeah, so we should have everything we need, and let's make up these turrets. Because there are a few of these, I am just going to simply automate these. I've got a few hoppers, and I believe this works. Yes. And if I were to do this, there we go. Yeah. So we are just going to wait until all of these craft up. And that should be the last of it. Okay. So all of those are done. That should be everything then. Yeah. Okay. So we can set this up over yeah, so you just need to build it now, and then we need to set up our train to take it back and forth to our redstone setup, and then after that we are going to do a bit of a overhaul for that as well. And we are here. Yep. So first things first, I definitely think I want to raise this up a bit more. Yep. Probably even one higher than that. Yeah. Let's go up further. And hit it again with our thing. Yes. So that is going to be high enough, hopefully. And we are going to need to lift our product up here. First of all, is this the right length? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, should be. So we are going to need to... God, I hope I didn't forget anything. We're probably going to want our output... Alright, okay, let's have a look at the chunks, right? F3 and G. Okay. So which chunks do we want to build into? Well, we are forced across those two. So we may as well build it this direction. Okay, so if we go into our FTB chunks, we are going to want these four. How do I... Yeah, there's force load those. Okay. And then, even though it's going to be force loaded, it's probably... it's not going to be active most of the time, because I only got one a 3x3x3 item vault. Okay, so first things first. Well, I mean, you know what? I've already showed this. I'm just going to get some of the bones in. Okay, so I have the obsidian wall in. I just made some stone ones to place it. Honestly, it looks a lot smaller than I thought it was, even though it's like definitely not changed its size or anything like that. It just feels smaller than it does on in the creative world. But yeah, so I've decided we're gonna have the platform, or the pulley that shoots on this side, just because for the, like, you either, the only other places to have the wall, I mean, this place is fine, but then we're getting really close to the rail with the turrets. If we put the wall here, or if we put the wall here, then it kind of blocks the view if we ever come out here, and the same reason that I don't have it here. So I figured here is fine, and there is enough space for the turrets over here. It would have been nice to have this all in one chunk so that I don't have to load so much, but I guess this is fine as well. So I'm going to get some of the other walls in. Hello. It's been a while, but I am back. I have built most of the stuff, like so, and basically we just we did forget some stuff. I forgot to get the spell paper for the turrets, and I'm not sure if I can do it. Like, I can't just... Let me first of all, let me double check. Do I really need spell parchment, or can I just make it like this, right? So it would have been projectile, break, and then 5 pierces. Spell name, Skystone, create. Nope. So it looks like we are going to need to go back, get spell parchment. I'm going to take this enchanted turret with me just in case, so I can see if I need more than one. I've got these. We needed to go back for the warper link anyway. And I also forgot a pulse repeater right here, because we need to trigger this a certain delay after that, and pulse repeater is cheaper than a bunch of repeaters. This over here is just a simple way I figured how to turn it off. So the way this loop works is when this gets full, it'll output a signal strength of 15, right? Which is 1 higher than 14. So this will power, right? This will power with a signal strength of 1, which will power the repeater here. And also trigger the links and sequence. But whenever our threshold switch says that there is 75% full, it's going to turn this on for a signal strength of 15, and that will override this and make this 15, and that will be, so even if this is full, it will cancel out. So we'll only have, so we'll have a 0, because 15 minus 15 is 0, and this is in subtract mode, right? So when this is like outputting a signal, this is off. When it's not outputting a signal, this is 1 when this is full. Yeah. Basically, and we just have our depositor here and our thing here. So this is sending to there, right? And then we are going to need to grab the other one to take from there and send it all the way over here. So parchment and repeater. Let me write that. Parchment and repeater, like so. Yeah, so I'm going to get that stuff. Okay, I'm back home and I have some spell parchment here that I just put the spell onto. Now, does this consume? No. Ah, hell yes. Okay. Good, because these things are actually kind of annoying for me to get. I mean, I could just open like a bunch of loot bags, I'm sure, but this is much easier on me if I can just use one of those. I have stored the warper on this end, and then what else did I need? I wanted the repeater. So let's see, we want repeat. Let's just make one like this, pulse repeater. Not using this compressed stone, and I'm annoyed that it defaults to that instead of andesite, which I have like 600 of. Okay. Let's also just, I don't know, make a few of those and put them away. Okay, I also have my item transport box, which I left here by accident. Okay. Yep. So, now we can go back and hope I didn't forget anything else. Okay, first things first, Dominion Wand, this is stored. We click that, and now it is filling this. Good. Okay. Step 1 complete. Now, what we need is a 2-second repeater. Like so, 40 ticks. For right now, I am going to remove this comparator, just so it doesn't accidentally trigger before I'm ready. But yeah, this is still working. And it's a bit slow, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. This is the bearing that will go the right direction, I'm pretty sure. Let's test this one actually. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Not just yet. Oh, I haven't, why did that trigger that? This is Skystone rope pulley receiving. Ah, right, of course, because this goes into there. That's fine. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I need to power just this, not the block if I wanted to test just one. You can see that works. And I'm pretty sure that used, yeah, like all of the stuff I had in there. But parchment, we can go. We've got to be careful not to use it. And then we want one more. Okay. Let's just double check all of these. Looks fine. Yep. Okay. So now that fills very slowly, but that's fine since this place is going to be passive loaded, and everything is in the footprint, correct? Okay. Now we need to go down to here. And we want our 3 chutes like that, and those will go into here. Now we have our threshold switch there, and then I don't really have any plans for a train station just yet, and I don't have too much room either, unfortunately. But I guess. Okay, so let's have a look. Do we have PSIs in here? Yes. Alright. In that case, let's go up here. I'm going to jig something so that we've got some belts that'll bring everything up there. And probably another belt for the redstone to put it back into the cart. Because sometimes the deployers place redstone on top of the catalyst instead of in it, so we're going to have to move that as well. Yeah. Yeah. We're also going to have to think about a loop around, but that can be another time. Okay, so I have put in a bit of a collection system. If we just go down here, you can see it. It'll collect in there, and then this is got a skystones filter, but you can't see from this far. But if we, yeah, you can see it's skystone. And then what happens is these will go out. We're going to have to put a. It's kind of annoying to get around. Okay. So we're going to put a brass funnel here, or no, brass tunnel. And we're going to have it set to round robin, I think. So these will send items up to the portable storage interfaces, and there will be a small buffer here, but that's fine. And yeah, I believe this trick still works. If I were to... Yeah. So that is sitting on top of that, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like it is going to despawn if just like left there. There'll be loose items. Unless I change this. I don't think I want to change, like, how do I make sure that this, like, I can lock this, this andesite funnel unless there is a train, which is easy enough to just do with a train signal. I'm gonna add that to a list of things to do. Let's erase checked items. Okay. So we are gonna want andesite, no, brass tunnel. We're going to want train station switch off, which is gonna have to be after we build the train. Okay. And then one thing that I can do right now is I just want to go. We are going to want this to send a signal to here as well. So how do I do this? Like, because we don't want it to trigger that either. So one thing we can do is we can get rid of that and that. We can change, or we can move this over here and have it at 2 seconds still. This will still get powered by that, right? If this is 1, I can't, how do I? I'm pretty sure this block being powered will, yeah, it 100% will trigger this, and that is going to go, and we want to move this to the side. What's that? Skystone rope pulley. Ah, oh, god damn it. Okay. One sec. Okay, I am out of blocks, so I am just going to use a bit of skystone to run this redstone. I'm going to do it over here so it doesn't get mixed up by accidentally smelting the in-world skystone. There we go. There's a little bit. And go back to this one. I hope there's a more precise flight in this pack. Because as fun as the leap is, and good for fast travel, not great for precise movement, and I don't really want to set up a ritual flight everywhere. Okay, so what we want to do is have this go around up to here. Okay. Then can we use these for, can we use normal skystone? No, I need a repeater as well. Okay, let me find some granite as well. Right, I forgot I have silk touch. I can just grab a couple pieces of stone, and then we can go craft 1, 2, like this, and like that. Yes, okay. And I've run a bit of this. All we need to do is say we need probably 1 fill level worth of stuff, right? Well, probably, yeah, we want 2, and then we can do that. So now it's only got 1, but if it has more, then it will be enough. Oh no, I can't use this comparator. I need another comparator. Right, I don't have a spare. God damn it. Okay. Basically, I want it to say you need redstone in here, as well as this not being full, and this source jar, in order for it to work, right? So I'd actually need another repeater. Like I'd use the like the brass stuff if I had it on me. I don't. Okay, so I do need, right. I need to grab comparators and some repeaters. This has taken a while, so I think after this we're going to put build in the, what's it called, the train, and and we're gonna leave the redstone system overhaul for next chapter or next episode. Yeah, all right. Let me just get I don't know when I'm going to dress this up so it doesn't look arse like it currently does, but it should happen eventually. But for right now, I'm just going to go back to basic and get this stuff. Whoops, I got cocky on my way back and opened my inventory while I was flying. Yeah, there goes pretty much all my dragon XP. Like we have we have like 512 of the Forbidden Arcanus experience, so I'm not really bothered. Right, I don't have feather falling on my boots anymore. I gotta remember that. I actually forgot that I needed to invert this signal anyway, so didn't necessarily need an extra repeater. It's fine though. We needed the extra comparator. So this is supposed to be subtract mode. So even though this is full, it's not letting anything out. Although it did worryingly not seem to trigger this. Well, I mean, no, it did trigger this. It's just that I don't have the rope pulley down here. Okay. So, I do want to have this so I can trigger it. That is... What? No, oh no. That's definitely not what's supposed to be happening right now. Okay. First of all, this is supposed to be only placed in starting position, which is here. Sorry, actually. There, fix that. None of them... Right. The hardness... No. The hardness of Skystone is normal. Right? What's the hardness on my fortune? Okay. No amplify. That works, okay. Why projectile break pierce 5? Why did that not break anything at all? Is it because of the claimed chunks? How do I... Sure, absolute mouse wheel. No, oh god, how do I... Right. That's an issue, isn't it? We can't... The things aren't gonna break blocks while the chunks are claimed. I'm going to undo that. Now, yeah, so this has power of 15, so this shouldn't let a signal through even when this gets full, but when this has like a decent amount of redstone, that will change. I mean, for one thing, we are gonna want the head of our train, wherever our train station is. I'm not quite sure just yet. I don't know, it'll be like somewhere around here. Right? And let me grab this. So wherever our train station is, we'll have our comparator come off of it, and then that's going to power these. So in order to do that, we just need a few blocks, which I can grab. Okay, and then all we'd need to do is something like this. Let me just double check if that's powered. Yeah, that does get locked. Although those aren't the ones we'd want to lock, are they? Alright. Addendum. We would want this to drop down and go through here. Yeah. And we do that stuff. Let me grab some more redstone. Alright, so it would go like this. And like that. So whenever this train would be here, it would power the comparator, which would lock... we wanted to lock both of these. How do we change that so it's facing into these? Can't be easy, can it? Right, okay. What we do is this, and this is going to be so janky. Okay. And that, and then we can do this and this, and now that will power both of them. If this is powered, and this will be a train station, because comparators can detect when trains are there. Okay, we don't have the train station here yet, but that's fine. So now let's check if this actually wants to work. Right, I'm waiting for this to go down. Okay, when this gets charged in like a few minutes, we'll run a test run. Okay, this is full now, so we are just going to run this down. Now that we aren't claimed, I want to make sure this is the reason. Yep. Okay. So, we need, so if someone knows how to, like, change the settings, well, first of all, this doesn't need to be going all the way down, it looks like, so I'll change this to 11 blocks, since there are no blocks below that. Is it going too fast? I think it's going too fast. So I'm gonna reduce those, because how I had it before, it was like 100%. That's fine though for now. So those, yeah. Even if there is a bit of loss, I'm not, hard against it. Since this is still the most efficient method, but it shouldn't do this, and I'm guessing it's something to do with the speed not being the same, and and it doesn't like it when the speed's not the same, I might switch this out for a regular water wheel, and then put this back on double speed. Maybe it needs to be faster. I'm not sure. Or God forbid it's locational. But yeah, so that works. This should work. We are going to want to build our train now, I think. Because we can get all of this stuff. I mean, this still needs to have... well, I need to... First of all... I've got this backwards. So that would be... like this. And because of that, do I even need this repeater? No. Yeah, because the torch gets it. Okay. Save some redstone. Yep. So what I'm gonna need to do is build my train schematic. And then we're also gonna need to power this thingo, which can be done. Honestly, I could do it right now with just a water wheel. If I were to go into here, grab 2 of those, go into my kinetics, 1 of those, and oh, god damn it. Oh my god. Does that go the right direction? Yes. Yeah. And then, oh, I need to do this thing. Round robin or split? Probably split. Split seems fine. What? No. Oh, I need this to be a proper block. Where is my... we want this. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. And then I want to put all of this back. Okay, so now it should... Oh no, god damn it. I'm so dumb. This is going the wrong direction. Of course it is. Alright, let me fix this. Okay, I just mirrored the gearboxes on the other side. For some reason I thought I could do them together, but I obviously can't. So now it will split and they'll go both directions. Oh my god, and we need to go and place something here so that it doesn't try and go out this direction. Like that. Let me grab all of this stuff as well. Okay, so yeah, let's head back to base and collect stuff for our actual train. Okay, we're back here. I have some stuff over here what we need for our train. Now the first schematic I'm going to want to do is the locomotive. So we were going to go locomotive skystone like so, and I'm just going to put it right here so that I can okay. Gonna put it there. We're not gonna build it though. I just want a checklist, and we're overriding our checklist of the day, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab these stuff. I hope it doesn't take all of my super glue. This is fine, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so right there seems fine. I think I've cursed myself a bit with the amount of different blocks I used on this, but hopefully it should be fine. Okay, should have everything except a couple pieces of skystone for the roof, regular skystone. Otherwise, this should be enough for the locomotive. Curious if it can actually read the backpacks. Where was my checklist? Yeah, it seemed to work. Like if I uncheck catwalks, then it becomes checked. Okay, so I can just read the backpack. I need gunpowder, and I'm gonna need skip missing blocks. Okay. Yep, and then we just need a piece of gunpowder. Here we go. And start. Looks like it's gonna work. Okay, it didn't take too long. I mean, it was a pretty small creation. So if we go into here, right, we can get up like this. We can't assemble it. We need to grab our train station. We really don't have a lot of space here. Let me... Nope. Do something like this temporarily. Under the back wheel, maybe? Or I guess the front wheel. Like that. Create, assemble. Frontmost bogie must be at a station marker. Oh, god damn it. I've really not done myself many favors with how I've laid out this yard. Okay. So, what it wants... One sec. For some reason, it really doesn't like that, like, where I've put this. Like, if I don't know, went like ahead a few blocks, then place that. Create, and now it's working. Assemble. No. Nope, it doesn't want to. Okay, what if I go like that? Nope. how do I do this? Okay, I figured it out. So I needed to have the station on the front wheel, like right here. So not the front bogey, because that's right here, but like the block in front of that. And that seems to have placed the station properly. And then, so now it should be drivable. We don't have our roof here because we needed skystone for it. Although one thing I'm noticing is this is supposed to be a normal skystone, not this. So disassemble. And then one of these. That wants to go there. Okay, now we assemble it. Okay, and we have our blaze burner here that can pilot it. We can actually walk right through it, weird. And we can, if we go F5, we can see the train. We can, you know, approach this station. It's a little difficult to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go this way. And then back. Okay. Yep, and then we can approach like so and stop. Okay. That works. Now we need to work on our second carriage. Here it is. So I can believe that's the correct place I want it. We're gonna have to move the train station up a few blocks so that this fits more centered. Because our skystone needs to input over here. Right. I mean, we probably also want to lower this platform down a block. Like here or something. Yeah. But for now, for the sake of this being in the right spot, that's fine, like that. Now we're gonna want a new checklist. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and get a bunch of skystone for this one. Alright, I have everything except the skystone. So let's go and check. Yep, it's just the skystone for the decoration, so it should be functionally fine. As long, yeah, that should be functionally fine. So let's go, same settings, play. And let me also disassemble that. And we're going to want to loop this rail around eventually. But we want it to come into here facing this direction, right? So we're gonna have to Oh, alright, that's already done. Right, we can't place the rails yet because we need the skystone for that. But this part is all fine. So if we assemble this, you can see these are in italics, which means it's assembled, and we can see that. Okay. So now, oh, god damn it. I really need to get the, make a train to lay under all of these with the rollers. But for right now, let me just do that so that I don't fall. Okay, so we're gonna need a bunch of regular skystone. So, but we can also fill this up, I believe. Yeah, and place the train station. And I have a bit of redstone, and we'll attach the redstone cart. We're running a little long, so probably next. But let's go there real quick. Oh my god, oh no. Turns out it's really hard to drive a train without a seat. Whoops. I've fallen out a few times now. Oh god. I really want more precise flight. I forgot I left my buggy here. Or this thing. So let me just go. This. Let me rail this somewhere else. There we go. We're definitely going to have to add a passenger seat to this thing. For now, it seems limiting the speed to about half. It means that I don't get too shaken, I say, as I go through the wall. Okay, while we're here, let's figure out exactly where we want this to go. So definitely a lot further than there. So say over here maybe. A little further back. Okay. Yep. And then we're gonna need that to be our train station, but we can place it over here. It should output a signal, shouldn't it? God damn it, oh god. Let me get into the train. Okay. That is considered in the station, good. And now that unlocks these, and now it's loading. Yes. Okay, so that's what we wanted. So knowing we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's gonna be our redstone cart. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I guessed correctly. This is going to be our redstone over here, and then I'm going to fill. I'm just going to. This is going to be a bit of a manual run, so let's fill a bunch of that. That does that now. That didn't wait long enough. So this needs to be more like 6 seconds. For the future, yeah. Yeah, so we've got the functionality borderline working. This is already like almost an hour and a half, so I do have to call it. Hopefully the longer episode and the new concepts makes up for the big break, even though it's not exactly dense content. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully it won't be another month until the next episode. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Goodbye.